Bonjour! So we are back in Sunset Valley, and for this episode I wanted to go back to that area over there. So I've done the house just previously, and while doing this one I kept bumping into this one because they are rather close to one another. And yeah, so when I was trying to look at this one, I was half on top of this one, and it looked interesting to do. It looks rather big too. I've never done it, but yeah, it looked interesting. So why not? It's empty. There is no Sims living there, and let's go in Edit Town and see a bit more about it. Okay, so it's called Pondcentric. 30 by 40. This modern open one-story house wraps around a central patio with a private pond. Pondcentric, yeah. Okay, I do have an idea on what to do with it, but I would like to do a tour first, see if it fits the bill. So let's have a look. So here it is. A rather big house with the main entrance is there, I suppose, with two different doors here. Well, similar ones, actually. And kind of a... what is that exactly? What were they trying to do? Are those floating? They are floating. So floating plants. Okay, so the pond comes up till there. Those are big, tall windows. So there is no garage, but a parking space here. Quite the rustic gate here to access the courtyard. So that part here I've seen from afar, and it makes me think Shang Simla. Oh, okay. My, is that house cursed or something? After the floating plants, we have a pointy wall. Okay, so that's the courtyard, the backyard. I like that there are footbridges, or are they? Oh yeah, it leads to that, so okay. So, oh, I haven't... okay, that's cute. Yeah, that'll do it. It's not a cursed house, it's a quirky one. Ooh, it looks actually a bit perilous there. Okay, let's get inside and then I'll see if I'm going to do what I'm thinking of doing. I like these. I like when they do that with columns. So we have like an entryway here. Oh, I know that combo. So these actually, they are bedrooms. Okay. So we have a bedroom here, a bathroom here. Ooh, pretty modern and nice. And another bedroom here. Oh, I like when the bed facing the view. Is that a view? I'm sorry. They have a view on the neighbor's deck, back deck. I haven't read the description next door, but if it's a private back deck, I'm going to laugh. Okay. I like that the alarm clock is there, so they can see the time actually. They don't need to turn their head. So the bedrooms are actually by the entrance, which is, okay, not my favorite layout. A nice living. What is that? Is that the wallpaper? It's kind of framed by the windows, so it looks like a huge screen. So that they did that in another house. Okay, so where is the dining room? That's the kitchen. Okay, so I do like the rug they made there, and the kitchen is huge. But I don't understand why to go to the dining room you have to go through the kitchen. So there is no direct access from the house to the garage. So, well, the garage, the parking space. So they actually need to go around. Okay. Well, they don't, because they are Sims and they have their cars in their pockets. That's the overview here. Well, my idea is that the layout doesn't matter because I want to turn it into an academy. the build itself, I don't think I'll change it much. Though I'm probably going to do something with that here. So as usual, I'm going to try to reuse a few things, but I guess the furnishing inside is going to be quite different. Let's see how it goes. So one of the reasons I decided I wanted to turn it into an academy was that I thought the building was quite modern with touches of Asian influences, you know, like the bamboos and also the patio, the central patio, even that part here. That reminded me of East Asia architecture, but modern one. And also I wanted to have, like, the only other academy I know of the official one is the one in with World Adventures, so in Shang Simla, and it's quite the traditional looking one, even, but not vintage, but you know. Well, I've actually turned in my game. I've used Shang Simla. It's a very pretty world. I've put it in a creator world. I don't remember exactly to do what, but I did like one tiny thing, and then it was ready for me to play in, and I turned it into more of a medieval, a Chinese-inspired world, and I've put the dragons from Dragon Valley there, you know, the eggs, and I haven't played much. I think I've done like maybe 1 or 2 sessions of gameplay there. It was a while ago, because I've always have like, I don't know how many work in progress projects, and it's still a work in progress because I haven't the world as I really want it to be. I've said it's the only academy I know is that one from Shang Simla, and I know other ones. I've done other ones, but they were a combo with. They were more like as if they were boxing ring studios. I don't know how you call them, boxing gyms. And here, since I'm not using CC, I didn't want to. I wanted to go with the real label, let's say, of the academy, and have it really as a martial art place. So here I'm doing the training room, and I've tried to put everything, because I haven't really played with the original one. I did like a tour of it to take notes, because usually again I'm doing like boxing rings or some stuff like that, and so I rearranged the place differently. And here I wasn't sure, for instance, for the so I've play tested it a bit, so I know that the dummies, I don't know how you call them, the poles here, the training posts, they are accessible, they are usable here like that. But where I wasn't sure was for the. I know you can compete and challenge another sim and have a match, but I wasn't sure of the space needed, and so in the original on the original lots there is a 5x5 competition ring, I guess. So I put the one here where there was the table, you know, outside, so on the patio, the place where it looked a bit dangerous. So I've expanded a bit more the place and put like a 5x5 competing area corner over there, So I haven't had, my sim hasn't gained enough skills to compete, so I haven't really playtested that part. So after doing the whole training corner there, I had still quite some room to spare, and so I decided to do like a tea house corner. I don't know if it's done in real life, but it seems, so I'm squeezing in that here. So there is a food register, and I've put the coffee machine, so if I had the tea table, I would have put it there. And the fortune cookie machine here, you can see it in the corner, put it there. Also have added, I wasn't sure, but I've added a kiddie corner for toddlers, because I don't know if you bring toddlers to that lot, because it's a lot from World Adventures, and in World Adventures you don't bring, there are no toddlers in the foreign worlds, and you cannot bring them there. So I don't know if that lot can be visited by toddlers, maybe not autonomously. Anyway, so that's the tea house corner here. There is actually I still had room afterwards, but I put hidden room marker in the last room, which is going to be the kitchen, and the two other rooms left, I've turned them into bathrooms that I'm going to tackle just after doing the tea house corner, which is not really tea house, but as close as could get, I guess. So the bathrooms, there are two different ones. This one is by the training room, and I've put two shower stalls there, and a toilet. So since it's the one closer to the training room, I thought that it could be a bit like a locker room here. So that's why I've put the showers there, even though the other bathroom is bigger. So it used to be the first bedroom there, in that corner here. So for the furnishing, I did a mix of what was available, that was pieces of furniture that were like Chinese inspired, but they were quite traditional looking. And since I wanted a modern build here, I tried to mix them with more modern features, and so that's what I did there, for instance, with that end table under the sinks. Since I've pushed it back a bit more, like things to move objects on, I've pushed it back a bit more into the wall, the end table, so that the sink is actually accessible and they can do everything, even tinker it. I've tried that. If I remember well, when I playtested, I had Tintin tinker the sinks to be sure that they were reachable. So here I've pushed it back a bit more afterwards because that wasn't accessible, but if you push it back, the sink is available, and we have a DIY sink, different from the one, the original one from the game, and it's a mix between it's a mix of a end table and a sink there. So both bathrooms are looking quite similar, except that this one, the bigger one, doesn't have showers, but does have a potty for the potential toddler who would visit the academy. So here, during the courtyard, I haven't done much, just I've tried to emphasize what was already there. I really like the plants there, so I've reused the same ones, I haven't added any, and I expanded a bit more the pond and gave it some more depth, some places, and a bit less so other places. So yeah, just try to work with what was there, and yeah, dress it up a bit more, adding a few more bamboos, and also I put a few training items there. I've also put on in the courtyard, in the patio area, I've added a chessboard, because I've seen that in the original academy in Shangxinla there is a chess. There is a chessboard, at least one. I don't remember if there is more than one. And I've put also the training poles and the one where you can do like the planks, the more advanced one. I've put some of them in the garden area of the courtyard here, and added a few more like special rocks that are in the, I think, in the sculpture part of the Bai library. So one thing I haven't done is adding fish in the pond, because I wasn't sure what type of fish. I think koi fish are more like Japanese, but I'm not sure. I might add some fish later if I have a better idea. What I added also is that sign. I know it's the one for the potion shop, but I don't know. I thought it fitted there, so I was like, oh, I'm going to try and use it there. And I was running out of signs anyway, so I went with it, so it's there for now. It might change later, just like the rough color and pretty much anything. So the finishing touch, mostly I've done some landscaping, some more, and one of the things I did was to add trees that were in the back of the house, not on the lot, but I've tried to find the same type of trees so that I could kind of tie up the whole lot to the rest of the neighborhood. And something I don't think I've talked about is that I also put a tall fence on the wraparound wall, so that the neighbors don't have a direct view on the courtyard anymore. So here is the result. Again, I've done the roof color the same as the other previous two houses I did in that neighborhood. I'm thinking of going to keep that one color for the whole district for now, but might change again. So the rustic gate I've kept, but as I've said, I've enclosed a bit more the patio area and courtyard area over there, the garden area. So there is no more view from the original bedroom onto the neighbor's deck. The entrance, I've put the 3-tile door there. I've been wanting to use that one. So the kitty corner here, then there's going to be the tea room on the left, but first on the right you have the training room. Still not sure it's called like that, but I'm going to call it like that for now. So on the right here there is the pull-up bars into the columns, so they are usable. And on the left, that door is a small bathroom with 2 showers and a toilet. Then the training room itself with the two different items to improve your martial art skills, and a view on the garden. The other side, so I might turn that part here, the mat here, into a fighting corner, but for now it's for that item. So back to the entryway, so there is a door leading to the courtyard here, and then the tea room corner, so with the fortune cookie machine on the left, and on the right there is a food register, so they can buy food there, and a couple of tables, a bookcase, and in the back of there the hot drink machine and coffee machine. That door is the bathroom, and this one is the blacked out kitchen. So the bathroom, a bit bigger, 2 sinks too, and 2 toilets and a potty for a toddler on the left. Then back into the main room. So there is a view onto the fighting corner I've put here. So the 5x5 corner where I'm thinking they might be able to challenge another sim to a fight. The patio area, so there it's like the footbridge a bit more. I didn't know if I should put a higher fence, but I went with that one. I didn't want one too tall, and the other ones were too tall, so maybe not a lot for toddlers. So above there, it's where there were like the potted plants. Instead I've put these. And in the pond I've put like water lilies. So here we are in the garden part. I've did like kind of a pathway there, and the training poles. Here I also use a ball. And that pathway leads to behind the training room. Where I've put like a fontaine from the game. So overview of the lot. So the Sims can actually park in the driveway over there, and there is a gate here, so they have access here to the courtyard. The main entrance is there, and you're going to have an NPC there and a kiddie corner nearby, so they can keep a look on them. The training room is there. The first bathroom is there with 2 showers here and a toilet. Then here back to the entryway, that's the fortune cookie machine. Then we have 2 tables and a coffee machine there. You can try other types of drinks too. So behind it, there's a second bathroom with the potty for toddlers there and 2 toilets. That's the blacked out kitchen. Here there are a few items actually there, but can be removed easily. The fighting grounds, so 5x5, and the chessboard here. And then the courtyard, you can practice there, here, and then go here with the other items and the fountain. So that's it for that lot. So it might change again later, I don't know. Next time, for sure, I'm going to do that one next door. I need to tour that deck. I know that I've had quite the view on it. So that will be for the next video. I'll see you then. À bientôt.